Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video. This time we'll be dealing with a Dinky Toys fordson flatbed. It's a small one, not that big, as you can see, all one colour, no fancy work on this one. It's got knackered tyres, well worn paint. So we'll get it off the stand and we'll have a good look at it. Now let's have a look at this then. As you can see, written on there, fordson. Didn't have a tow hook on it. I ground and rivet down because it just obviously the tow hook had split. I've now got another one. Took off another vehicle. I pre-drilled the holes. And the base is a bit flat, so I've done that. So alright, so we'll just take the base off. Look, it's just simple, nothing to it. We've got a tab on the end there. That tab goes up underneath there, as you can see, comes up through there. So if you wanted to stick a number plate on it, you've got no problem, like that. So that's the base. Body is some sort of red, maroony colour, whatever. There's a bit of damage to the grille. I'll see if I can do something with that. There seems to be a few little chunks where he's had a head-on collision with something, as you can see, like a few chunks out of that. We'll see if we can file that and get it a bit better looking than what it is. Yeah, I'm going to leave the axle in. Can do that, it's not a problem. Get these tyres off. That looks like I've been sat something on melted. Look at that, big time. So I'll get the tyres off. Well, that one's gonna just collapse, I think. I don't know. It's well melted on that one. Yeah, I'll dig all out with a screwdriver in a minute. Get all that out of there. This one's the same one. Been sitting for a few years, isn't it? Could be a barn find, you know. Oh dear, bloody hell. Weld it on. It's alright, today I've got the shed door open today. It's not a bad day. So if you hear any noise, I haven't got any birds, it's nature. It's nature calling. Springtime. I'll get that. I'll dig that out in a minute. Right, so that's what we've got. So we're going to chuck this in a bit of caustic soda. Well, oh, big bumblebee is going to get it out. Bloody great thing that is, like a tank. Yeah, so we'll get this in the caustic soda and get rid of that. Well, maybe I'll get one good tire. Look at that. I've got one good tire out of that lot. And we'll sort this out. Okay, stripping time then. See you in a minute. There you go, all shined up, ready to go. That grill has got some serious chunks out of it. I mean, I'm showing you real close up on it now, but from a distance, from normal eye view, it's all right. But it's got some, mate, I'll try looking at it and see what I could do. If I feel that I won't be able to get the straightness back in it again, so it's going to be as is. Right, so that's ready for priming. Base, wheels, ready to prime. These wheels are the same colour as the top, so I ain't even bother masking them. I'll clean the axles up afterwards. That's it. So we get some primer on it. See you in a minute. Right, here we go. The old fordson, all primed up, ready for its new coat of paint. Going to do that now. Yeah, so it's all going to be. I'm going to do the hubs as well while I'm at it. I'll clean the axles afterwards. Yeah, so let's get a coat of paint on her. See you in a minute. Right, that's a coat of paint on. All dried up. Quite nice. I'll put the back tyres on. Like I say, this is not designed to be a long drawn out video, this one. Base. Got tyres on. Now going to do the grill, but I've been looking at pictures and not every bar of this grill is done. There is thicker bars in there. I think it's 3. I think there's 3 bars in here which you actually paint. The other ones you don't. There's thicker ones in there somewhere. I think it's bottom one, middle, and that second to the top. Obviously headlights, bumper, and what have you. I'm going to build a load for this. I am going to do a load for this. It's a bit boring otherwise. So it's going to have a load of planks on. So let's get on with the detail painting then. Okay, here we go. Here we go. See what we can do here. The old paint out. Try and keep it in shot for you. There we go. The headlight. Do the 1. Two. Well, it's not doing very well, is it? That's your headlights. Now let's have a look here. Let's do the bottom one. That one. And that one. Don't know. I'll do one more. Even it out a bit because it doesn't look spaced out very well. I'll do that one. That's better. That's better. Now shall we do, if I can get the angle right. I'm trying to get the angle right in my light so I can see where to paint this. There you go. Got that on there, so that's them done. I'll do the bumper. There we go. There you go. I'm not going to do all the bumper because it wasn't all done, it was just the front. So that's that. Might as well do the door handles while I'm here. So I can, trouble's coming up. My missus just let the dog out. I can hear him grunting and snorting outside the door. The handles. That's all I'm going to do on that. We've got the front, the lights, and door handles. I'll get some, well, what I'll do, because I'm going to paint these side lights orange, so I'm just going to put a little dab of silver in there. Right. Two. Right, I'll come back when that's dry and put the orange in there. Okay. Right, while that's drying, I'm going to carry on with the doing the load. All right. So what we need to do is I need to switch off for a minute, clean the paintbrush out. So I'll back in a second. Right, let's get a load built then. Right, I've got a selection of bits of natural timber here, or wood. These are thin pieces. They're quite flexible, easy to cut. So they're quite wide. I've got some coffee stirrers, and I've got some big matchsticks. I'll use 3 of these as a to put across the bottom to lay the stuff on. So I use those for that. So they're all there. I've got my cutting thing, the old cheapo thing. Slices the timber down. I've got me a bit of tape on, tell me how wide I can go. So basically what we do, put that in there like so. Like that, and then just chop it down. Okay, so we'll do a few of these. Or varying thicknesses. That's what we do. We'll probably get 3 out of this. So, oh, we'll get that out of there. Get out. I've had this little chopping board for a while. You can change the blades on them. I think one of you people have got these anyway, so here he goes. Don't want that. So that's 3 of those. We'll do a few more because I want to go. We're going to go up in like a pyramid style, some wider ones and going up to the narrow at the top. We'll do that. Now some of these lorries had tarpaulins covering the load, and others didn't, depending on the weather, obviously, and the distance they've got to travel. My grandfather, when he was a young lad, used to drive these type of lorries all the time. Going back a while, I remember him pulling up and picking me up from school in one of these once, like this. His was flatbeds, and he was telling me that, and he was showing me that the tarpaulins on these things at that time were that heavy and thick. They had a job to put them on, so if they didn't have to put them on, they didn't bother. But sometimes they had a legal requirement if everything was dusty and dirty. But he mostly carried wood and machine parts, and he used to carry on one a bogey for a railway bogey. That's about as much as weight it would take. Yeah, so I'm going to carry on chopping these. I've got various different things. Let's try another one. Let's try a coffee stirrer. These are a bit thicker, these. Let's cut the end off this first. Just cut the end off. That's it. That's a bent one, we don't want that one. Should have checked that first. Got plenty of these. That's one thing that people aren't stockpiling with this virus kicking about, is coffee stirrers. So we're okay. That's through over there somewhere. That's got it. Yeah. So I'll just see what we're doing. It's still drying from the silver paint I've just done, so we can put 2 or 3 together, or we can lay them out across there, and we'll get a load. I'm going to glue them all together so it's one solid lump. Yeah, that's it. That's the idea. And I'll put these matchsticks going across that way to simulate timber to keep it off the bed. Okay, so I'm going to cut a load of these. It's going to take me a while, and I'll get back to you when they're cut and we're ready to glue it all together. Okay, see you in a minute. Right, I've made a start. There's your bottom stays. There's your first layer. So that will go on like so. So I don't want to handle this cap too much. And then what I've done, I've got some of the thinner ones, and I'm gluing together with 3s with a bit of super glue, just for quickness. Yeah. And I'm not too bothered about being uneven length square at the end. And then they'll go on like so. Do a few of those. Okay. Then we'll finish off with some matchsticks in between. So that's what we'll end up with. Yeah. I want to get some cotton or some string or something. Maybe something like this, but darker if I can get it. And then do the stringing. So I'm going to carry on with this, and I'll cut back in when I've done a few more. Okay. Right, that's all the load pieces together. So we've got, that's the base load. Then we've got these. I super glued them all together. That'll go on there, like so. And then I've got the matchsticks glued together. They'll go on like so. I'm going to glue them all together. And I made a bit of tarpaulin up. I've got a bit of kitchen towel. Well, no, it's serviette. And what I'll do is I'll put that on in the middle, because it obviously got to carry the tarpaulin if you don't put it on. So that'll be like that. And then the whole lot will go on the load. And then I've got to string it now, so that's what we'll be looking at. So I should put that over there. So the next step now is to paint that tarpaulin and find out some suitable string or thread or something to do. So I'll get back to you when I found the thread and what have you. Catch you in a second. Right, that's a tarpaulin done. Excuse me. And painted. Just soaked it in paint. Now I've got some thread. Well, it's not thread, it's string. Type of string anyway. Quite thin. Suitable colour, so I don't have to paint it. And what I've done, because I don't want these to be attached to the lorry, so I've glued underneath there. What I'm going to do is just string it over and round and simulate it being tied down over and there, and I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to glue it. So I'll put some super duper glue on there, and hopefully that'll hold it in place. I'll give it a minute. Get a bit of tension on it. Yeah, that looks alright. That's pretty cool. Snip it off. There you go. It's all on. That looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Then what we do then, is we'll drop it on there. And there we have a load. All natural wood, no plastics involved. Oh, I know what I've got to do. I'm going to have to do this. Right, white one. Didn't quite figure that out, did I? What I'm going to do is cut that. Bit of super glue glue on there. Hold that in place there. And the same this side. You ain't going to see that, so I'm not that fussed about it. It'll be fine. It'll be alright on the night, son. It'll be alright on the night. There you go. Well, that should sit better in there then. That's that. It sits flat now. Right. So that's your load. Quite simple. Using materials got kicking around in the shed from previous hobbies. Don't chuck much away. This is the missus out of her sewing shed. So all to do now is to put the base back on and the towing hook, and we're done. So I'll get rid of this. Put that over there. Camera's wobbling around a bit. Hold on a minute. Let's screw that down again. Clamp that. Yeah. Right. Make sure I've got no super glue on my fingers. Take the load off. Let's get this towing hook on first. That should just go over the top of there. Yeah. Without any real worries. Put a bit of this on. Drop that on. Better with these, wouldn't it? Get even pressure on it then. There you go, that's that one. Now the base, it's all about the base, it's all about the base. Got your number plate bit sticking up there. Goes in that slot. There you go. Bit of super duper. Drop that in there. We're at the back there. Whoops, spilt some on that. Bit careless of me, wasn't it? I'll sort that out. That'll come clean. That'll come clean. That's me getting near the end. Getting near the end. I'll sort that out when it's dried off a little bit. Right. Here we have it. Put the load on. Put the load on me. Just got to do the orange indicators. And then we'll get it on the turntable. Oh, before I forget, I did tell you wrong actually. I was on about my granddad driving his lorries. Yeah, he did drive his lorries, don't get me wrong, he did. But when I said when he was a young man, he used to pick me up from school, that would be virtually impossible, wouldn't it? No, he was in his mid to late 50s when he was driving around in these old trucks. Before articulated lorries, or when, what they used to call them originally when they first came out with juggernauts. And I remember him coming home to my grandma and saying that that they wanted him to learn to drive these juggernauts, and he'd seen one and he wasn't happy. He said no, and that's just before he retired. Actually, to be honest with you, he didn't last long after he retired. I think about maybe a year or two. He died of a heart attack. But yeah, he was old school driver. One of these old school, sometimes bigger than this as well. No power steering. None of the comfy seats and all that crap they have now, all the comfort. So that's that. We'll get this on the turntable and we'll have a look at it. This is what we started with. A Dinky Toys fordson flatbed truck. As you can see, well play worn. It's got a bit of a lean on because it's got a tyre missing, a couple of tyres missing. So that's what we started with. Here we have it. Dinky Toys fordson flatbed plus load. This was always intended to be a quick build for this week. Just a change. Quite simple, come out quite nice. Chrome on the grill there. I did look at that grill and I had a problem trying to, I thought if I try to fill it, it's not going to work. Filing it, you couldn't get in there with a file because it's solid behind there. So we'll put it down to wear and tear. Yeah, detachable load. All natural wood on there. Tarpaulin and all tied down. Hope you like this one. I think it's a nice one. Yeah. All new tyres on it. Everything else. As you can see with the grill, there's big chunks out of it, but trying to fill it, it was going to be a struggle to get it smooth again. Orange indicators, the old silver lights. No glass, no driver, no fancy bits. That's it. Okay, there we go. Onwards and upwards. On to the next one. See you soon. We go around one more time. There we go. Bye for now.